Dovid Bar Mitzvah. Yesterday he lay in very nicely without a mistake. He said the Maimar and also the Torah. And now he's about to tell us the Maimar so that we have it for the camera. Ready? 1, 2, whenever you're ready.
Here you go. Es steht dort, dass der Helm Rabbi Eliezer und Rabbi Eliezer sagt, Amr Yisrael lefnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu Rebbeinu Shalom Reitzen Anu Liga Bakara Yom V'Laila Aval Ein Lana Panai Eden sagen zum Abstehen und Rollen haben den Tag bei Tag meiner Aber wir haben keine Zeit. Amr Lech HaKadosh Baruch Hu kam mit das Tefillah Normala Ani Alechem Ki Ilu Atem Yigei Matar Yom V'Laila sagt der Abschnitt zu den es aber keine Missel von Tefillah weil ich achbrechen und wir irrwollt haben den Tag bei Tag meiner Wir sind voll davon verstehen, was ist der einen von Mitzvahs Tefillah, was erzählt in der Torah. Und was ist der Ähnlichkeit eine zu der anderen. Nach der einen ist, es steht im Wasser, Magid Rav Yaakov Chakov, sagt der Mensch, dem Yeshua, Shehu, Mitzvah, Lachem, Shehu, ein Eise. Aber HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mashehu, Eise, Amr, Leisol, Eises. Es ist wahr, als auch, was heißt dann der Tan und allein kann nicht. Aber der das was allein hat, heißt in Tan. Hier steht im Wasser, Magid Rav Yaakov Chakov, Shehu, als eine Warm, seine Chokam und seine Schmatte, was allein hat, ist Magid Leisol, heißt in Tan. In der Parish von Mashehu, was ist, als wäre es gar nicht, als er soll Tan Mitzvah, ist in Zahn das gar nicht. Das heißt, als auch da, was in Tan Mitzvah ist, ein Zagar, als er soll Tan selber Mitzvah da ist, als auch da, was in Legen Tefillah, sein sie doch da gar nicht, als er soll alles Legen Tefillah. Und er hat gesagt, Tefillah, der Mai Alma Maxi, mit Kampf Yisrael, Acharbart. Was steht in einem Eibischen Tefillah, was steht mal von innen, als sie seine Acharbart ist, als auch da, was er kann Sprache legt Tefillah, werden in den Skandal, als er werden in Aggressor und Hacher mit der kleinen von innen ist, er steht, was er kann schiffen, wie man kann schiffen, mit einer Schmai, mit Wachen, Sachen zu sagen. Wir werden, als er abstellen soll, Arabiken mit einer Schmai, mit der Zahn, Wachen, Sachen zu sagen. Weil bei zum ist doch da, wir haben wir wie steht im Wasser, Ram Rabaya, als er ist Merem. Und dann hat es, als es ist, auf der Tasse macht, bei Brab für das Schach und Tasloi, und es sagt, was hier tun, Yumam, Yachik, und Kula kam in Klomam, Schashive, Al Ha'ilum, es soll ja, wenn es doch dann sein Freund fragt, das ist ja gar nicht. Und wie steht im Wasser, Kiniska, Schmalwada, ich meine, Sachen von Welt, Hedel, es ist schmal. Das heißt, als nur da hat sie bei Hardab von Schmal, soll es schmal, das ist der Chais und er zu schmal. Und das ist, was er steht, als Zalde, das Bechol Ella, das meint, wenn der Chais von der Hau, wenn es auch mal die Begründung von Atz, was ist damals, sein in der Almais, nicht, habe ich es machen, und die Anhabe von der Almais, die bestehen als Schneekabjachol, als er wie ein Mensch, was er sicher wenn ich sage, von der Kehle, das ist der Gut, das ist der Manke, bescheuert. Und das Zweite, wenn wir nicht, wie der Kachem da mit der Verstandeskraft, das ist was er schon. Wenn der Versteht, ich ganz klar schon dabei, und er steht, sie schon gesagt, in der Beginne von Mehuse, was wir sagen, sprach bei der Wahrheit, und es soll sein, ja, Erpan, aber so mehr ist ein Pneumischer Zeit, und doch, was ist das, doch, wir haben schon geblieben in der Turn, Kiemen ist das. Und das ist, als er steht, er beten schon mal nur, und er schiebt mir, man kann schon kommen, schon mal, das heißt, die Beginne von der aber auch ist gegossen geworden zu machen. Wie er steht, damals, wenn die Apostel in der Schöpfer wird sein, von den Durchschamaien, was das ist Terra, wird damals eine wache Sache zu sagen. Weil dort beginnt der Terra, wer mir die am nicht sagt, sind von Menschen, als der Bechaschow. Weil der Ika sagt, und Gilui ist der Terra, und Terra ist bei uns wie Skams. Und das ist, was der Pasuk sagt, nicht der Choshaman, wer Mar soll gehen, was das ist der Beginn, wenn er sprach, als doch der Beginn mit Jamaien. Was das ist Beginn mit Terra, wer mir sind von Menschen, aber ja, als er überhaupt gekocht bei uns, der Gelachten, die vergessen ins Glas. Was damals hat sich gesagt, vergessen und besser, aber wir wollten gesehen am Glas. Also ja, doch der Worte nicht kaufen von dem Abstellen, die beginnen von Terra, dann sind sie hin, was sie sagen, doch mit keinem Terra, werden sie gesehen von dem Abstellen, also da, in der Beginn mit schwachen Geduld. Und das ist, mich am Christus gleich bei uns, als was er touches, als sie seine Mamschicht, die beginnen von nach dem Nares, als es auch schwer sein in der Skala werden, die beginnen von der Achen,
That's it?
Yep.
Mazel tov, Yishikoyev.
That's the
Good
whole
job.
parsha?
That's just the first part.
Well, you did a wonderful job. And you know what? I know that when you did the whole thing yesterday and on Thursday, you did a perfect job.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. To us in French?
Yes, I would.
I'll explain. Well, I'll have you explain it to us in English.
In English?
Yeah. Okay, go right
but
ahead
I need
and
somebody to
explain.
explain it to me first.
Well, I already explained it to you.
No, well, it was just very perfunctory.
Huh?
Help me again for the camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't know the whole thing, but I'll try.
I know, as best as you can.
Okay, the question is, how?
Not every word. I mean, just tell me, the general thoughts.
The question, there's a question. The whole mimer is it's a question and then an answer, and the question is how could film take the place of learning Torah? So the answer is really it's not, but I don't know that part. You can explain it.
Okay. And this Maimar was written by the Rebbe, right? Do you know what year it was written by the Rebbe?
No.
No? And every Bar Mitzvah boy who's Chabad says this Maimar, right?
Mhm.
Okay. It was very nice. Wonderful. Well, Mazel Tov again, Yeshua. Join the Bar Mitzvah themselves. Chayala on the left, Ilanushka in the middle, and the Hamadina there on the right. Dovid on his Bar Mitzvah?
No.
No? How about a Mazel Tov and Yeshua? All right, 1, 2, 3. Mazel Tov. Well, you're just busy eating, is that it? You know what, you girls are wonderful conversation. Today's today.
Yeah.
Mazel Tov.
Your birthday today.
Yeah.
Mazel Tov. So you're 20 what?
19.
19. You know what they say, a man's best years are between the ages of 19 and 20.
I thought it was 20 and 30.
So Mazel Tov to you.
Thank you. Mazel tov to this guy on
Thank you.
on an outstanding performance yesterday.
Well, thank you very much. Well, we're just starting to arrive. It's 1 o'clock, but after 1 o'clock on the 13th of April. It's driving all the way from Dayton, Ohio.
To vote for Mayor O'Connor.
The provincial capital to vote for Mayor O'Connor rather than Mayor Moifi. And Yoni, what do you have to say to the Bar Mitzvah boy today? Would you like to
Good
wish
night.
would you like to wish him a Mazel Tov?
No, I'd like to wish him a good night.
Why?
Because he's going to sleep right now. It's his bedtime. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Picture of the spread before. Show you a picture of the after later. Reuben,
Yes?
a little schnapps.
A little what?
A little schnapps, a little wine.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Seltzer water is on tap.
That's better
No.
than things like that.
This is my little cousin Yoni. He's not that little actually. How old are you? 7? Excuse him.
He's going to be 8
gonna
when
be
he
8.
matures. Yonatan.
And whatever. He's a very good boy. He's very mature. He's very good.
Is this the same Yoni that I know?
I think so.
Yoni, how about a
Don't
few?
choke me.
Yoni, how about a
Very
few
good.
words of congratulations? We've overcome that problem. Now, first, Mazel Tov and your Bar Mitzvah. You did a wonderful job. We'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to your brother, Yehuda Hope. Yehuda, what do you have to say to your brother on this auspicious occasion? I think that will stand out more. It's a little bit late for St. Patrick's Day, but I think this will do. Yehuda, would you like to say? It's a little late for St. Patrick's Day. Yehuda, would you like to say the Maimar? For the
I don't remember.
I'll help you
Just
out.
tell us the meaning. What's the meaning?
All right. So steht in Melech Tehillim. But you have to look at the camera because if you look at me, we won't record.
Rabbi Eliezer.
Rabbi Eliezer Oimer.
Rabbi
How long are
Eliezer.
we going to do this?
Rabbi Eliezer Zog.
Oh, you're asking me this.
The camera.
Let's say we're
I
going to
say,
get
he
this
says,
right. How long will we do this?
Amro Yisrael.
saying
The whole
what
night.
Kadosh Baruch Hu Rebbeinu Shel Olam. Rotzinanu Liga. B'Torah Yom V'Layla V'Len L'Pnai. You have to
I know that part.
look at the camera. Well,
Yeah.
he's waiting.
Okay. What should I say?
Amro Yisrael.
I'm Yisrael.
לקדוש, בפני הקדוש ברוך הוא, ריבונו של עולם,
ריבונו של עולם.
ורצוננו ליגה בתורה יום ולילה, אבל אין לנו פנאי.
אין לנו פנאי.
exactly. Times of repetition.
Is it
You know, let me just ask you. Why don't we bring up to date everybody on what you're doing? This year you're spending your time in yeshiva
in London, yeah.
in London. But look at the camera because you know it's very difficult for the camera to catch your face when you're looking at me.
If you were asking the questions for the camera,
Well, why don't we move a little bit this way? All right. Excuse us, camera. We have to rearrange. All right. Now look directly over there.
How come you're not in the Holy Land, in
No.
Crown Heights?
no. Oh, Crown Heights or the Holy Land?
Isn't that the Holy Land?
No, there's two different places.
Yuda, keep this there.
Yuda,
What?
Keep this there. No, because I don't want to be able to
you
turn the
interrupting.
video off.
You're interrupting. You're interrupting. Excuse me. Around 70. And they're all Lubavitch.
All of them.
And what are you learning this year?
In terms of what?
Well, give us. What are you learning Gemara? Are you learning
Gemara,
Chassidus?
students, yeah.
What are you learning in Gemara? Which
We're learning Bar
which
Mitzvah.
Bar Mitzvah, which pair?
Perek Aleph and Perek Shmini.
Okay, and one is Biyun and
One's B'yin, one's B'yos.
the Girsa. And what about the Chassidus? The Girsa. The Girsa, you know, that's just they go over it faster. But Biyun means that they're studying it really in detail with all the Mefarshim, and they learn the sugyas
Wasn't that called
in detail. The cameraman ought to remember that from his days long ago in
We
a
used to
certain
call it
institution.
Amkis and
Now, what about Chassidus? What are you learning in Chassidus?
We are learning the previous Rebbe's Mamar.
In what? Which area? Because you
Which
wrote a lot of
area?
my Myron.
No, I mean, it's not like any specific area. Each Mamar talks about different
Is
As I
it
can't
broken
pass
down?
up a Kodak moment.
Is it
Oh,
broken
no.
down? Is it broken down by Parsha or by?
No.
No, it's
No,
not.
there is a section of this that's broken by not by part.
But that's not what you're learning.
That's what we learn every Shabbos.
And the mimer that your brother said so beautifully, did you learn that mimer in?
No. I mean, I learned it from my movements.
Did you learn it Biyun or Legirsa?
Legirsa.
Legirsa. How about you? Do you know that? Legirsa. And what are you learning in school this year?
This year, we're learning Gemara.
Yeah, which Gemara? But let's see which pair?
Perek Sheni.
Perek Sheni. And how does it start?
It starts at, wait.
isn't it Aleph?
It is okay.
Adam het zeer geleden maat, Apeirim Fuzarim, Alpazozara,
And what about Chassidus? You learning
Zera,
something?
Bishop Rabbi.
It's whatever, we just learn different, like, not really.
Different mimer.
Oh, they're going to have a
And next year,
I don't know.
now you're in yeshiva here,
Yeah.
and you just got a hat. Right? The minhag in Lubavitch is that you get your hat
Oh, wow.
2 months before. Right? Can you explain that? Explain it.
I really don't know the explanation.
No, the minhag Chabad. Minhag Chabad is that you get it 2 months before your bar mitzvah. The same thing that you start putting on your tefillin. Now, when you start putting on your tefillin 2 months before your bar mitzvah, you don't make a bracha. And when do you start making a bracha?
2 weeks after.
Then you start making the full bracha when you're not bar mitzvah. And then on the day of your bar mitzvah, you get to wear the hat throughout the whole time. Now, I want to ask you a couple of questions about the hats because the cameraman he's not an expert in hats. So can you explain to me what's a good quality hat and what's the difference between hats? Because for example, mine, I'm sure you would consider as a not quite befitting bar mitzvah buckler.
Safe to go in and wash?
Or maybe you would. You would. You know, this hand's getting a little tired. I'm going to switch microphones. Now, okay, so maybe you can take off your hat, explain to us what you were looking for when you bought the hat.
I didn't go to the store, I ordered it. But
You ordered
this
it?
is like a regular, it's a good,
Mine
it's a
like
good
exact.
hat.
No, no,
This
explain.
like, it's not the best hat, but it's okay.
It's a good hat. It's a beautiful
It's
hat.
like, and it's a class A.
Is it from New York?
Yeah.
So everybody gets, wait, does everybody order their hats from New York?
Yeah.
And how long in advance do you have to order it so it gets here on time?
Like, yeah, a couple days. It takes like 2 days.
All right, now moving on to a more serious topic. Did you ever meet the Rebbe?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and how many times?
Once.
Once. And he gave you $1. And how old were you?
When I was in second grade, so it was like 5 years ago.
5 years ago. And
Did
what
you
did
invest that dollar?
Huh?
Did you
Yeah,
invest it?
You keep the $1,
I
right?
keep it. Maybe I'll play the lottery if they want to.
Now, tell me something. what do you remember the most about the time that you went to meet the Rebbe?
You need napkins? You got the napkins? You know what? The garbage can, put the garbage can.
Wait, dude, I have to get you. What do you remember the most? Who took you? What was the occasion?
My parents took me and everything. It was all of
The whole
Pittsburgh.
family? The whole Pittsburgh one?
Yeah.
What was the occasion?
What?
I don't know.
I don't even remember. So, yeah, but it was, I just remember.
Alright, now Yehuda, how many times did you meet the Rebbe?
I saw the Rebbe 3 times. I met him twice.
You met him twice. Now, what about the time that you didn't meet him? You just saw him?
No, it was just
You were there for a minyan? And the 2 times you met him, how old were you and what do you remember?
well, one time I think both times I was 11. It was twice in the same year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I remember?
What do you remember? What's the most
Now we
memorable
get a box.
impression of the Rebbe?
You ready to hear the music?
I'm sorry. An interview.
Well, we're just about to finish. Menachem, come and join us.
Yeah,
Menachem,
We have some serious questions
listen,
for you.
Menachem, the music's plugged in.
You know
All
what?
we have to do is find the tape.
Yehuda,
It's all taken care of.
Yehuda,
It's over there.
Menachem.
Finish them first.
No, Menachem, I'm done. You're not much of an interview. Would you get out of here?
I'm out.
No, you stay because you're the answer. No, Menachem, I have some serious questions for you. All right? We're having a serious conversation. Now, Menachem is Bar Mitzvah boy's oldest brother. And
Still hasn't found the suit jacket.
No, the question we were discussing is how many times everybody met the Rebbe and what do they remember the most and how many times did you meet the Rebbe?
I met the Rebbe. Well, I met him when I was about 8 years old. I met him and I got a nickel. He was going out of his room. I got a nickel.
A nickel? And you put it in?
I put it in stock. I shouldn't have, but I did because you're supposed to change it and keep the
It's
nickel for
changed the
yourself. And correct.
How come your brother got $1? And
I'll
you
tell you
got
that in a second. And then afterwards, next time I went, when I was Bar Mitzvah 13, I went
Man's
to
getting tired of me, so you should get a microphone.
I got Aliyah by the Rebbe. I got Aliyah.
When you were Bar
I got
Mitzvah?
Rishon, yes.
When you were Bar Mitzvah?
I got Rishon. I got
Wait, how come you got Rishon?
I got Kohen. So they asked all the Kohen to go out of the room, and I got Kohen.
How come?
Then someone else.
Why did they do that?
Because there's 2 Bar Mitzvah boys, and neither of them are Kohanim. They both need Aliyahs. And the Rebbe's not either a Kohen. So therefore, I went number 1, then there was another Bar Mitzvah boy went number 2, and then the Rebbe went number 3.
Oh, so you
Then-
stood right next to the Rebbe
Yeah.
when you were there?
I even have a picture in the wall.
And this was the day of your Bar Mitzvah? Or it was just
This was
right
a
after your
couple
Bar
days after my Bar Mitzvah. That's correct.
And what parsha was it?
It was my Bar Mitzvah was Parsha Sazino.
But if it was
That
a
was
few days
nice.
afterwards, so it must have been a different parsha.
So a few days afterwards.
It wasn't, unless was it on Monday or Thursday? You couldn't have been on Shabbos.
It was
because
actually
you're
out there. It
Shabbos.
was some Gedalia. We went
Some
afterwards with some Gedalia. We got Aliyah over there.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, when we finished Aliyah, I went when we stood in line and got dollars from the Rebbe. And I think I got $2.
He gave you $2
Gave me
because it was
$2.
your Bar Mitzvah.
Correct.
He gave
Did you keep this one?
Correct. I'm sorry.
Did you keep these
Sure.
$2?
Yes.
And you still have them?
I still have them. And then I was
Where
lucky.
do you keep them?
I keep them. I have them in an album.
And you have pictures with the Rebbe when you were there?
I have 4 pictures of the Rebbe.
And you
I
keep,
mean, yes.
and you keep the pictures in the same places you do with the dollars in the album?
Besides 1 picture is hanging on the wall.
Okay, and the third time?
And the third time, oh, and then right after that, it happened in my Bar Mitzvah, the Rebbe was giving out $3 bills. $3.
Really supposed to be
$1
the women's
bills.
section. The women are
So,
supposed to go.
I'm wearing the right hat.
Well, you can stay here, Moshe. There's no doubt that you can.
We're just
That's not the
finishing an
issue.
interview.
yeah. So,
Are you so anxious to go?
Just wrap me up here.
All right, excuse me.
sure, no problem.
Well, thank you very much for the
No
interview. It was a
problem.
lovely occasion. Mazel tov to you once again. Thank you for your recollections.
Back to me.
All right, now the third time.
So, third time,
This is a serious interview we're conducting. We're finding out when each of the boys remembers visiting the Rebbe and what their recollections are. It's a serious interview.
I went a couple times in between. I got
Reuven,
$1
how many times did you meet the Rebbe?
You finished me?
All right.
So, yeah. So I went a couple times between then. Between when I was like from 13 till 16 around then. When I was about 16, the Rebbe passed away. So we actually, a group of Pittsburgh people went together, the bus, to to the Rebbe, and happily we were one of the last groups that got dalas from the Rebbe. That I remember very clearly. We stood in line, a couple of long, very long line.
Just before he passed away.
Yeah, it was a day before he passed away. I'm sorry. It's the day before he had a stroke. He went to his father-in-law's gravesite, pray, and he had a stroke over there. And then 2 years later, about 2.5 years later, he passed away. I mean, passed away. And what else?
So what do you remember? What's the most memorable impression that the Rebbe left on you?
Actually, I'll tell you, I was only by one Farbrengen, explain
for the camera.
Public. Yeah, the Farbrengen is basically when a lot of Chassidim get together, thousands of Chassidim get together, different occasions, some mostly every Shabbos basically, and then other occasions also like different days when the Rebbeim or someone passed away.
A yard
site, exactly.
Or birthday. For example, we have another.
Or when they came out of prison.
So, for example, on the Rebbe's birthday, which is coming up next Friday, on Yud Aleph Nisan, there will be a Farbrengen.
Correct. But the Rebbe's not complete, but there's going to have a big Farbrengen in 7-7.
But the Hasidim will have Farbrengen.
Well, why do you say that? Maybe.
Hopefully Mashiach will come before then. Amen. But if Chas V'Shalom Mashiach doesn't come before then, so we're going to have Farbrengen in 7-7 in Friday, this coming up Friday.
But you won't be there.
I'm planning to go there, that's the truth.
You're going?
I'm ready to show. Unless Mother needs help.
Is Ari going?
Yeah, Nomi and Ari are going also. And Hula, my younger brother, he's learning along now. He's also going. And
then explain for the public. You're learning this year where?
I'm learning in Montreal.
Yeah. What's the name of the yeshiva?
It's called Temchet Mimim Lubavitch.
And last year I
was in London.
In London, the same yeshiva that Yehuda is at this year.
Correct.
And explain why you switched this year from London to Montreal.
Well, the age in London is only about 18. How should I say it?
You are no longer
18.
I'm no longer 18, correct.
And
so therefore, the yeshiva I'm in now is for boys older than that.
And what are you learning this year?
Same thing I was learning the last couple years.
But for example,
I'm learning Gemara, Misachos, and Baba Mitzvah.
Everybody's learning Baba Mitzvah.
Yeah,
learning all these years. Which parak are you learning?
Which parak? We learn the Iyun and we learn the Girsa.
Yes,
so the Iyun is we learn depth, we learn Parak Rishon. And the Girsa we learn a couple parakim, like 6, 7, 10. 8.
You think you'll get through the whole Nisa?
I don't think so. There's the hardest parak in Shas called Ezu Nesha.
Which one is it?
Called Ezu Nesha. Fourth, I think it's the fourth parak. Fifth parak. It's the fifth parak.
What is that about?
It's about rivers, about
interest.
Correct. So it's a very
hard. It's supposed to be very hard too.
Yeah, but it's not as hard.
They say if you know about compound interest,
anybody's interested
go a long way.
Open up a Gemara and learn it.
Alright, now what about Chassidus? What are you learning?
Chassidus we learn, this year we're learning Sil Tav Reish Nun. So what you would that make it? It would make it 18, the Amarim, the sayings for the Rebbe Rashab, which is not the previous Rebbe, the Rebbe before him.
So two Rebbes.
2 Rebbe's ago.
In other words, not the Rebbe, not the Frierdiker Rebbe, but the Rashab. There was the 5th Rebbe in the line of 7.
And those, the Amarim, the sayings are from 1850. 1840.
Now, the Rashab was the grandfather of the Rebbe?
No, he was the father of the previous Rebbe.
Of the Frierdiker Rebbe.
Right. And the Frierdiker Rebbe was the father-in-law of the Rebbe.
Can you turn the camera off for 1 second? Yes. Now we're in a coat. Would you like to sit in the interview? Yes. The bike? Well, you think this is a good time to go biking? In the middle of the Bar Mitzvah? When you're wearing your special outfit? I don't think it's such a good idea. Alright, so Chassidus you're learning from the Rashab. And what else? What else is in the curriculum? We're back on camera now.
We're also learning the same also from the Rashab, but different for Sam Chadal, it's about 15 years after that. From my mind, they're very, it's called the Mamar, very deep Mamar.
Now explain the daily schedule because it's quite rigorous.
Correct.
You wake up at what time?
We wake up approximately 6 o'clock. I wake up about 6 o'clock and then usually I go for whatever. I just do some exercise and then for about 45 minutes. About 6:45 for some exercise. Then after about 7:30 Seder starts. Take showers and whatever. Go to mikveh before then. And then Seder starts. Consider this at 7:30, and it lasts until 9. Then 9 to 9:20 we say kabbalas. Prepare for davening. Then 9:20 is davening till approximately about 10:30, and 10:30 till 11 o'clock. 10:30 till about 11 we have a break for breakfast or whatever it is. 11 o'clock.
Late breakfast.
What?
It's a late breakfast.
Correct. All meals are and lunch, and then we start the Gemara Le'iyun, then from 11 till 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock till 3:15. 2 o'clock.
You learn that in Chavrusa?
Yeah,
Or
and
there's
we
no
have
shiur yet?
we have shiur 3 times a week for an hour. And then 2 o'clock till 3:15 is mincha. And 2:15 to 3:15 you have lunch, whatever you want to do, go shopping, whatever you want to do. 3:15 you have then we do chazara of the shiur, go another hour of iyun. And then from 4:15, correct? So 6 o'clock we learn the girsa, Gemara the girsa, and then 6 o'clock till 6:45 we learn Shulchan Aruch, and 6:45 till 7, till 6:45 till 7 o'clock is we have Ma'ariv, and then 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock we eat supper, whatever, business, and then 8 o'clock till 9:30 we learn Chassidus again. Now after Chassidus.
And at 9:30?
At 9:30 then there's voluntary shiurim people go to. And
I'm tired just listening to this.
and 9:30 and that's basically a daily schedule.
Okay, and now this goes on 6 days a week, so on
We do that
Friday.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Right.
Friday we have just Chassidus in the morning. We learn an hour of Gemara. And then we go inside. We go to different stores and shops. And we put out film with people and give them candles. The women we give candles. And different things talking about Yiddishkeit and Judaism. And trying to bring it closer to Yiddishkeit as much as we can. That's what the Rebbe set up for Fridays.
Do you talk to the people in French or in English?
Now, I don't know French. I can't speak them in French, but guys who know French speak them in French. Many of them.
And you go to the Jewish
Isn't that illegal?
You go to the Jewish neighborhoods in Montreal?
From Mitzrayim?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go in the Jews, obviously. Not
And you enjoy Montreal?
yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the
No problem.
interview. I thought this was very helpful. How's that for you? You set a good example for your brother, for all your brothers and sisters. Only in a sentence.
I don't need to wear this. Put it on.
Did you want to wear it? Did you want to wear
Well, I wanted to wear a hat because I felt like the boys were wearing hats, so I didn't want to conduct an interview without wearing a hat.
This is nice music. You like this music? You want to dance? Yuda, this is Afraid of the Music. What is this? What is this song?
Can I offer you anything?
Huh?
The year or yeah?
Well, I mean, their attorneys are representing people involved. It's up to him.
Canino Tello.
In a number of instances.
Oh, really?
It's in this jurisdiction because all the events giving rise to it occurred here. That's not true. It's another thing. But still, if you caught any events,
you?
I think it's very good food that we have here. And I want to thank everyone that, the people that made the food. Worked hard to make the food.
We're on camera now. First of all, why don't we introduce ourselves? This is Dovid Bar, the Bar Mitzvah boy.
Look at the camera.
Dovid Bar, Shmuley Nadich.
Shmuley Nadich. And Shmuley, how old are you?
Right.
12. You don't
You have
merit
any
a hat
relatives
yet
in
because you're not
Chicago?
Bar Mitzvah? Okay, so look at the camera when you say that. And
Relate to
Yonatan, would you
Shana?
like to speak up to the camera? Or no?
Hi.
Okay. Next, it's Jonathan Sassover. And your name?
David Small.
What is it? Small?
Small.
Small. Nice to meet you. And you are Bar Mitzvah because you're,
No.
you're not. Then how come you merit a hat?
Because he wears 2 months before you learn.
Say it to the camera, not
2
to
months
me.
before you start wearing a hat. So my bar mitzvah's in a month and a half.
Mazel tov to you. Mazel tov. What parsha?
Bechel Kaisai.
B'chakoisai. Okay, and you know the Maimar already?
Almost.
You want to
Almost
practice
done.
it here?
No.
No. Okay. Nechama Demon, you want to say hello to the camera? No. And how about you?
Hi.
You have a nice first name, I know.
It sounds familiar, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
What's your name?
My name is Maishi Leeds. I'm 13 already, so.
You used to live in Long Beach. Now,
Yeah.
boys, let's talk about Chabad and Lubavitch. Does anybody know where the town of Lubavitch is here on this globe?
Yeah.
All right, please find it.
Yes, I do. It's in New York.
It's right here. It's at the border. It doesn't say Lubavitch on it.
It does say about it. Because it's
And-
called the Bible.
And tell me something. Which Rebbe first lived in Lubavitch? Does anybody know? Was it the Alter Rebbe? Was it the Mittler Rebbe? Huh?
Magadara?
No. Which Rebbe? Which of the Rebbeim is the first to have lived in Lubavitch? It wasn't the Alter Rebbe. The Alter Rebbe was from. Does anybody know? Wait. Does anybody know?
was the
Wait. Does anybody know?
founder.
Just excuse me. Look at the camera. Does anybody know? Boys, do you know which city the Alter Rebbe is from? Anybody?
St. Mary's.
Lady.
Right. It was Ladai. Right.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Menachem Mendel of. Right. His name was Menachem Mendel of Ladai. Right. Now the second Rebbe.
Actually, his name is Schneur
Schneer Zalman. Okay. Now the second Rebbe was Menachem Mendel.
No, that's our previous one.
You're
Wait,
right,
what's
but there was
the
the second Rebbe was
Is
the
the-
Mittler.
no.
Mittler. Yeah, he's the Mittler Rebbe.
Yeah?
Yeah, and he lived where? Did he live in Lubavitch?
Yeah.
He lived in Lubavitch.
Think.
Okay.
And his name was Menachem.
I think his name was Menachem Mendel. Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah.
Now.
No, I think it was Reb Shmuel.
Yeah,
No.
someone run downstairs and check it out on the chart.
All right, now, boys, do you know where Kfar Chabad is?
Yeah.
Can anybody point that on the map?
Israel.
Right next to Migdal
Where's-
Ram.
where's that? Where's Israel?
Israel's right over there.
So
Pretty small, huh?
Well,
Some between
Has,
Jerusalem and
has
Tel
anybody
Aviv.
been to Kfar Chabad?
I was in Israel.
The cameraman
You in
has
Israel, but you
I
were
know, I
never in
couldn't,
Kfar
I
Chabad?
don't remember.
Have you ever
lived
been to
in
Kfar
Israel,
Chabad?
Darby.
I have been to Kfar Chabad when I was a little boy. You've never been to Kfar Chabad? Now, who was born here in Pittsburgh?
Me.
You were born in Pittsburgh, and you were born where?
Minnesota.
And you were born where?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, and you were born
Long Beach,
Long
California.
Beach, and you were born.
California, because there's
You
a
were
Long
born in
Beach in New
Pittsburgh.
York.
Hey, we're Pittsburghers, right?
Pittsburghians.
Pittsburgh.
That's Long Island in New York.
Hey, we're Minnesotans.
All right, now,
How do you say
Minnesota.
all right,
Minnesota.
guys, let's, now, are you all in the same class? All four of you?
Yeah.
Him
I'm
for
half.
English.
Him for English, but what about Limudei Kodesh?
Yeah, Limudei Kodesh.
Does anybody speak Yiddish?
I say.
Not really.
Bissell? Does anybody speak Yiddish?
So he speaks Spanish.
You speak Spanish because you lived in Long Beach,
Well, we
California.
had like weird maids.
You had weird names, but does anybody speak Bissell Yiddish?
Oh,
Anybody?
Yeah, but
I know.
Bissell.
Bissell. I could say Bissell.
But let me ask him, when you're learning the Mimer, how do you do it if you don't understand? If
Well,
you
we
don't speak
read.
Yiddish?
We don't read it word for word.
who teaches it.
What? Who?
We have
Rabbi
Rabbi
Zeitz.
Zeitz teaches the
I
class. Whatever.
We don't learn it word for word, but
Right. All right, now let's talk about favorite subjects. All right, let's talk about what your favorite subjects are, both in Limudei Kodesh and in general studies. Okay. You want to go first? Look at the camera, though.
And
Just
with the Kaddish.
yeah, what's your
Limudei
favorite?
Kodesh is
Chumash, because you don't want to.
Yeah. Wait for your turn. Wait
Rabbi
for-
Neda.
Rabbi Neda, what does he teach?
Chumash.
Chumash.
And
And Rabbi.
And what are you learning this year in Chumash?
We learned a lot.
Yeah, but what are you learning now?
Right now?
Yeah.
With the camera.
Started, what are we learning now? We did
We're learning Balaska.
Balaska.
Biological? Okay, and what did you start with?
Well, we started with Bahar.
Wait your turn, please. All right, now, what about in general studies? What's your favorite topic?
In general?
Yeah.
I guess it used to be English, but now it's no, not English. We have a new teacher. I guess it's history.
History. Now, tell me about when you're learning Chumash with Rabbi Madoff, what are you learning? You're learning the Chumash with Rashi and
other
other
Mefarshim.
Mefarshim? Tosfos is not in.
I know. It's
No, we learned.
Evan
Rashi.
Ibn Ezra.
Evan Ezra.
Well, Ramban is like his favorite.
What's the other guy again? Sephora.
Yeah,
Barbanel.
but we don't learn.
No, Barbara.
We don't learn the support
Barbanel
inside.
is Rabbi
So
Baruch's
say
favorite.
something we learn a lot.
Now, do you learn some of the Maimarim of the Rebbeim also when you're going through the Parsha? No, you just learn the Torah.
Well,
with the
twice a
Parsha.
week we learn a mimer, a sicha on the parsha.
On the Parsha.
Shmuel, you're getting
All right, now, Moshe, what's your favorite topic?
Well, probably Rabbi.
Probably Rabbi
Navi.
No. And
And
you,
and my favorite English study is science.
science, really? And what are you studying in science?
Well, now we're learning light.
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 And how fast does light travel?
186,000. Yeah.
186,000 what?
Miles
Per second.
and 300 million meters per second.
Okay.
And scanners and stuff.
Now, if we were able to travel faster than light, then what would happen?
The thing would shrink and get heavier.
Oh, well, that's an interesting thought. All right, now what about your topic? What's your favorite?
Navi.
Navi? What are you learning in Navi this year?
We're learning about
You know, it's hard for the camera to
David
see if
Hamelach.
you're putting your hand in.
Sorry?
We're
You're
learning
about David Hamelach? Well, that's apropos for your name.
One of the
Excuse us while we take a little break here.
We'll be back after these
Tyler, what
commercials.
would you like to?
We'll be back after these messages.
One of the older Bachars are looking for what? Bachars.
Bachar.
Okay, I'll call him
All
up.
right, let's go ahead. No, why don't you go ahead? No, go and take a break. David, because one of the older Bachans go. You go. Okay, we'll conduct the interview with your
I'll
friends.
come back.
Okay, come back.
Okay, come
All
on.
right.
Guys, you have to come on.
No.
Back after this.
No. All right, now, you want to tell us what your favorite topic is?
Navi and Gemara
Navi
in
and Gemara.
Hebrew.
Now, what are you learning in Gemara this year?
We're learning Hakainet.
Akoina? Okay, but tell them, what Masechta, what, on the whole thing.
Well, right now we're on like what?
What Masechta are you learning? What Masechta are you learning?
What?
What Masechta are you learning? Baba Kama. And you're learning Peret Akoina, right? And when you're learning the Gemara, what are you learning besides the Gemara? Are you learning any Mefarshim?
We're learning Taisus and Rashi.
Places and
Which
Rashi.
is part of the Gemara.
Do you learn any other Mefarshim aside
What?
from Rashi and Taisvis? Do you learn like the Ramban or anything else? Or any other Mefarshim? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Are you learning any other Mefarshim besides Rashi and
Not really.
Taisvis? No. Okay, now,
I'm not touching it, you guys.
now, the other question I have for you is what about general studies? What's your favorite topic?
English.
English. And what are you doing in English? What are you learning?
We're learning math, science, social studies, and English.
What do you learn?
Right, but in English, in the topic of English.
Oh.
What is it? You said English is your favorite.
No, I didn't.
No?
I said in English, I guess.
Yeah, okay, so in general studies, what is your favorite topic?
What's that?
Let me restate the
Social
question.
studies.
Social studies. And what are you learning in social studies?
We're learning about history.
History. Which period of time?
We're learning about Renaissance period.
The
Right
Renaissance.
after.
Oh. Now let's switch a little bit to something a little bit lighter. Let's talk about everybody's hobbies, their favorite sports, what they like to do when they have a little bit of free time. Okay, you want to go first and tell the camera what do you really enjoy doing when you have a little bit of time off?
Look at the camera.
Come back to me.
All right, I'll come back to you. All right, you go first.
Hockey.
Hockey?
Ice hockey, preferably.
Ice hockey. And are you good at ice hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you like the Penguins?
Yeah. I like them.
Are you very sad now that Mario Lemieux is retiring?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
You've been a big Mario Lemieux
Yeah.
fan. Do you like Gretzky?
No.
You don't like Gretzky? All right. And what else do you like to do? Because you can't play hockey in the summertime.
Oh, I could play roller hockey.
You can play roller hockey, okay, but what other sports do you like?
Other sports. Football I like.
You know, and you're a Steeler fan or maybe a Packer fan?
Steeler fan.
Steeler
But
fan.
I like hockey the
You
best.
like hockey the best.
And
All
I
right.
can't compare any sports to hockey.
So you're a hockey fanatic.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
Did your
And tell me something. What else do you like to do? Anybody like to read or do anything like that, or no?
Well, sometimes I feel like reading some reading.
Okay. Now, okay.
Let's
What's
read
your
about
favorite?
hockey.
What's your favorite?
I like roller hockey, ice hockey, basketball, football.
All right. And your favorite basketball team is?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Are you ready to answer the question now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, wait.
why don't you tell
What's
Bar
your-
Mitzvah boy? What are your favorite hobbies?
Bar mitzvah ball.
Hobbies.
But look
I
into
play
the
football.
camera.
Football,
Football.
basketball, and hockey.
All right. Now I want to ask a question. Does anybody have a TV at home?
Yes.
You do.
We do, but it's broken.
It's broken. And what do you watch when you watch TV?
Sometimes we watch.
If you do watch.
We watch.
They watch Disney's.
No, we watch opera.
You watch opera?
My mother does.
Opera or opera?
My mother.
Your
As well
mother?
as my brother.
She likes opera? What's her favorite opera?
Am I supposed to know?
I don't know. Well, you know, you live in the same house with your mother. I would think that you want to sing a little bit of the opera for us.
Do you like watching Star Wars?
Wait, does anybody know how to sing a little bit of opera?
Yeah.
Huh? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
It's unmuted.
Please
Opera's are
stop.
unmuted.
Please stop. And that explains why opera is not such a popular form of music. All right. What else? What other TV
Grandma
shows?
loves it,
Do you
Abba.
watch any other television show? Or no, that's it. I'm talking to your friend over there who's not looking at the camera.
Who's not looking at the
Look
camera?
at the camera. Abba, Grandma loves it.
That's not
What?
You ever watch the Penguins on TV?
Me?
Yeah, sporting events.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have a TV at home?
Yeah, but I don't watch
You don't watch it. And you too? That's good. It's good that you guys don't watch television.
Well, we would.
Do you? Do you watch?
Not very much, no. It's good that you guys don't watch television. It's better to play ice hockey, and it's better to play
Exercise.
sports and exercise, and to learn a little bit and to read. It's good. All right. Now, what do you want to be when you grow up? Anybody give that some thought?
That's embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing?
Well, what he wants to be is embarrassing.
Wait. All right. So tell the camera. You want. This is your chance to act.
Hollywood.
And why do you want to be an actor in Hollywood?
I don't know.
No, but you've thought about it.
You'll kill yourself after
Wait. Excuse me. Now, why? Excuse me. He wants to take a turn. Give him a turn. Why do you want to be an actor in Hollywood?
I really haven't thought of that answer.
Do you like acting?
Yeah.
Do you like movies?
Movies.
Yeah.
Duh.
What? Is it yes or?
Yes. Why yes.
What's your favorite movie?
What?
What's your favorite movie that you?
La Boheme.
Bernie, goes to school.
Bernie.
Bernie.
Bambi.
Cinderella. Oh,
Mary Poppins. You know, I have to say that Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is one of my favorite movies. All right, now let's. Okay, what do you want to do when you grow up? And please look into the camera.
Oh, I think I'll be a garbage man.
Answer the question.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a garbage man.
Why do you want to be a garbage man? Please look into the
Make a
camera.
lot of money.
You get the leftovers.
Guys, if everybody speaks at once, it's
Oh,
very
that was just a joke. I think I'm gonna be a doctor when I grow up.
A doctor? What kind of a doctor?
Ladies doctor.
I think I'm gonna be a psychologist.
And why do you want to be a psychologist?
Because I know there's a lot of people in this world that need help. So.
Is that really? I mean, is this a serious? I'm asking.
I'm serious.
Boys, I'm asking you to give me a serious answer. Something that you really thought
That's
about.
why. That's why I want to
Okay,
be a
all right, that's very
psychologist. I want to help the world. I want to help
But
the world.
look at the camera when you
I
say
want to
that.
help the world and its atmosphere. And it's also a lot
Okay,
of money.
that's very nice. All right, now how about you? What do you?
I haven't really thought of that.
You haven't thought about what you
Hockey
want?
player. Hockey.
What do you think about? What are the different things that you think about?
Come on,
when you think
Dovid.
about? Come on, David, tell us. Share with us a little
What's
bit.
your top 5, Les?
No.
I'll give one for
Sure
you.
is.
I know I'm not gonna be a hockey player.
You're not gonna be a hockey player because they play on Shabbos.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what else?
Be a police.
I don't know.
That's not
What? You thought about?
a doctor.
You want maybe a shliach?
Mom,
You
you
want
can't be a doctor.
maybe?
You will have to work on
You want to be a
Shabbos.
teacher? I want to be a teacher so I
You want to
can.
be a teacher?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I can get everyone in trouble.
Well, how about you? Maisha, what would you like?
Well, I'm thinking of like making computer games.
Computer
Like-
games.
Oh, cool.
I like computer games, so.
Okay, all right, that's very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay, all right, now,
We have halftime shows.
huh? What do you want me to ask you?
No. Okay, Shmuel, you're the halftime show. Okay.
All right, does
Why
anybody have any
halftime
jokes to
show?
tell us? Any good jokes? Does
Why
anybody have a
does
good
a
joke?
chicken cross
Why? Good one.
Why does
I
it?
know.
get to
Why?
the other side? To the other side.
I have a good joke.
I'm
Can
not
say
sure
a
I
good
ever
joke?
heard that one. Okay, go ahead.
You guys heard it already. You know, okay, we learned in science. It has to do. We learned in science that like since sound, right before we learned light, we learned sound. So right before when we learned sound, it tells us how fast sound travels, like in the ground, whatever. So if you put your ear to a railroad, then you can hear something like the air.
Moisha,
sound
I
travels-
just have a question for you. Is there a punchline to this joke?
Yeah, there is. The sound travels 5,000 meters a second.
Yes.
So there's once this policeman and this sheriff and this Indian riding in the desert, and they're riding, and he was like that. The Indian, because they robbed trains, so they had to know this, and so the Indian was explaining to him what you would have to do. So they were riding, and they saw this guy laying on the floor. So they asked this guy, "What are you laying on the floor for?" So he said, "Well, I was listening to see if anything was coming." So they asked, "Well, did you hear anything?" So he said, "Yeah, I heard like about 20 horsemen, about 20 carriages, 20 horses, about 30 people, and like he all the details." So the sheriff asked, "You heard all that?" So the guy said, "No, they just ran over me."
Oh! All right, now. All right, anybody else have a joke?
Moshe, why didn't you
How long
tell
did
your
you-
riddle that you asked me?
No, it's not funny.
So
anybody-
it's not.
Anybody have a good joke?
Yeah.
Good joke?
Yeah.
Anybody else have a
What's
joke?
your name?
Moshe?
Okay, spell it.
Can I say a freaky story?
A freaky story? No, first we want to hear
Oh
a
yeah,
funny
I
story.
have a joke.
Go ahead, please.
Actually, I have a riddle, but it's not funny.
So then,
Well, then we don't want to hear it.
joke.
we don't hear it then.
Why don't you tell us a little bit
Let's
about your
tell
Ruach
it,
HaKodesh, because you're telling me that you have
Okay,
Ruach
fine. My
HaKodesh.
Ruach HaKodesh was that the Pirates would win 7-1, but would win the Dodgers 7-1, but they lost 7-1.
All right, well,
That's wrong.
the Bar Mitzvah boy has a joke to tell. All right, ready? Okay, let's
What's
go.
your name?
We'll make
Spell
it
it.
All right, let's go.
Say
Let's
something
go.
like time.
Go ahead.
How does it start again?
I have something to say to the camera.
I say?
Yeah, you say.
Okay, there was this man, he was like, I forgot his name.
No, there's this guy. Okay, I'm gonna say. There's this guy who wanted to get into a business that you kill people and you get paid for it, and no one wanted to hire him. So one guy hired him and said, first, before you start, I'm gonna give you $1 and you choke as many people as you kill as many people as you could. So no, you killed a certain person. So he was gonna get $1 for it. So he went to kill a certain guy at a wedding. He met him there. He went to kill him, and he killed him. And right after he killed him, another lady was about to scream she was about to scream because she saw that he was dead. So he jumped at her, he grabbed her neck, and he choked her.
name?
And then right after that, another lady
What was this
screams.
guy's name?
Shut up, Artie.
Yeah, you have to
Artie.
know that.
Yeah. His name was Artie.
Okay.
A-R-T-I.
Is there a punchline coming
So,
through?
so he had to choke this other lady. So he choked 3 people.
So this is longer than the Maimon.
So in the newspapers the next morning it said Artie chokes 3 for $1.
Now, I just want to know, is this a joke that you learned where?
I already joked
Are you
in
sure?
class.
Are you
We
sure
learned
it's
it in
joke?
class from
You
a
learned
Rebbe.
it from the Rebbe, oh.
Remember Rada.
Already jokes $3 for $1.
He's my teacher.
All right, now we got the joke. All right. Well, it's time to wrap up our interview because it's time for you to go downstairs, I think, and
I will
it's
do
time
that.
to
I will do
partake in the festivities.
Thank you very much.
Boys,
Oh,
thank you very much. Thank you very much for the interview. I want to do this once again. You're charming guests. Thank you very much.
You were good.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Back. Adios, amigos.
Just missing.
Adios.
Hi, this is California, and we're going in and guess. Okay.
Wait, Deborah, I can give you your Mazel Tov that I was going to call you about.
Oh, it's standing fine. What? I pressed the red button. I hope it wasn't standing.
Are you leaving?
Maybe you'll
No, can I record?
What? No. Turn this off because we're losing it.
Well, this is our charoset. We're going to put it on little cups for everybody to have at our Pesach Seder. Okay, I think we're done. We can go play. That's yours, right? What's the matter? Okay, Yiladim, I think we could go play now. Okay, all right, Avi, you can go play. Ariana? Alexa? Go ahead. They work so hard! matzah. No eating the matzah. Not eating the matzah. Not yet.
Breaking it, Yachad, you just break it. Doesn't
All
say
you do
eat
is
it.
break it. Okay. So we remember the matzah that the Jewish people had when they left Mitzrayim, and we do the same thing. Okay. Guess what, guys? Anishtana. Are you ready? Here, brother. Are we ready? No eating now. If you happen to be eating, swallow and have a clear mouth now, okay? Michelle? We're not supposed to be eating that. Okay, here we go. Cheyenne. Ready? Shalosh. that mushy stuff, that's charoset. And then
Charoset is delicious. That's sweet.
you know what? You're supposed to even shake it off a little bit. So you can just dip it like this. It doesn't have to hardly be on it. And we're going to pretend that we're doing the bracha for maror. Do it. Hold it. You know what?
Delicious.
You can try it or you don't have to try it. Right, and that is a mitzvah. Take a bite. The maror. The maror gets into charoset. Maror so bitter, dipped into charoset, reminds us. Oh, you don't have matzah.
What's next after maror?
Korech. Well, what's korech? You made the first sandwich in the world. Hillel. Korech. And what did he make it out of? So take a little bit of matzah. If you need more matzah, raise your hand, please. Take a little bit of matzah. Take a Rosie, you need more matzah? You need more matzah? Make a little sandwich. Like a sandwich for a leprechaun. Which is a charoset. Well, we only go with six because we don't have any left. At the Seder, we're going to remember Hillel, who made the very first sandwich in the whole wide world. Okay. Salt water on it. If you would like to try it, it's really yummy. It's like a little salt water on your egg. It's like putting salt on your egg. Does anybody? Oh, it's Pesach, okay. What does salt water remind us of, Adam? The tears. Whose tears? Your tears when you fell down on the playground? Whose tears? When we were slaves, we weren't happy, we were sad, and we were sad sometimes. You want salt water? Yes. Eat the egg. Eat the matzah. We're waiting for lunch to come. We're going to have lunch, and then we're going to look for the
Sammy.
You can eat whatever's left on your plate. You're allowed to eat now.
Second graders shouldn't be sitting.
Meets Amelia Bedelia. We've worked very hard on Amelia Bedelia projects and also Horrible Harry projects, and we've been reading books and doing projects that you'll see coming home this weekend. And also, each one of the students has a different part in our play. Some of them will play the same person in many different scenes. They've helped write the play, and they're all the actors, and they've also done the scenery. So we're going to start our play